Alright, well, Halloween is just 2 weeks away and I'm still making crafts. I got around to this one late because unfortunately I got sick and I could not do a voiceover. I had no voice. But here I am, healthy again and ready to give you more. So this piece that I'm making today, I call it a witchy, woodsy botanical display. I know that's a mouthful, but stick with me because it turns out awesome. So here I'm just showing you pieces that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I've been collecting lots of items over the past couple of months. I've also been collecting natural items like these branches and these magnolia seed pods which just dropped from the trees. Aren't they gorgeous? Believe it or not, I found these pine cones in a grocery store parking lot. They're the most perfect pine cones I've ever seen. Here are some more Dollar Tree items that I picked up. I picked up the nautical rope and creepy cloth. And then we have here just an assortment of ribbons, tulle, and fabric. Whenever Dollar Tree has a good product, you gotta pick it up quick because it'll be gone the next day. These shelves are so good for so many ideas. I'm gonna show you what these are about. Paint from Dollar Tree, but antiquing wax from Amazon. And here are just a few fun items that I picked up. Things that I thought would work with this. My inspiration for this piece was this green mossy skull. It kind of gave me witchy woodsy vibes. So I collected all my witchy woodsy pieces. And here we go. It's time to start putting it together. First, we're gonna paint the hanging shelves with Dollar Tree acrylic brown. I wanted a really dark, dingy, dungeony type feel. So I'm gonna go over this with black and it's gonna just give this old, moldy, wet look. You know, something you might find in a witch's cabin in the woods. And honestly, I think the texture, the color came out perfect. I'm using the same technique for two smaller hanging shelves. They come in a 2-pack. And someone brought it to my attention. They said that I always make things in 3s. And it turns out that's true because here I am again and I have 3 shelves. For some reason, that's my perfect number. My strategy for building each project involves playing around with the items, the shapes, the colors, the textures, trying to find what feels right. These skulls, for example, were too green and I needed to bring it down a notch with some antiquing wax. You know us crafters, we love our antiquing wax. Same for the Dollar Tree moss, it's too green, so I'm gonna have to bring that down a notch too. If you're new to crafting, antiquing wax will be the first thing you reach for from now on. And here's the before and after. Next, I'm making various bottles and vials of witchy ingredients to add to my display. I never ever thought that I would ever buy potpourri, but I'm using it here to make a bottle of botanical ingredients. Have you ever taken an herbology class at Hogwarts? I wanted each display to have a touch of gold, so here I added nail foil flakes. And here's the rest of my vials. 2 are from the dollar spot at Target. I'm sure you can spot them. So I have to give a tutorial with these Dollar Tree hanging shelves. They do not come with instructions. And as you can see, it comes with a hoop and 1 length of string that you have to cut in half. For this project, I'm switching out the original string for twine. But I'm still using the same method to hang these shelves. Make a knot at the end of one of the strings and pull it through the hole. Then do the same on the opposite side. Now take your hoop and slide both strings through, and you'll have to crisscross the strings through, make an X, feed the ends through the holes again, and tie another knot. I double knotted them and then I trimmed off the excess just to clean it up, and then I hot glued it just for some extra stability. Okay, let's start putting it together now that I have my main idea. Now if you want to build this, these types of shelves need a counterbalance or they'll fall backwards. So I found some heavy items to even out the weight. And here's another tip, these drilled holes are jagged and it's hard to pass the string through. So I just used the skewer to push and screw in to make that hole clear. Here's my third golden item, but it's a little too bright, so yes, we're going to dinge it up with some more antiquing wax. I'm being sure to hide this barcode, and placement is everything. As you can see here, I put the book at a tilt, and play with the items before you actually glue them on just to find the perfect look. Adding the potpourri was my favorite part. It just gave it this woodsy charm. And it smells good too. It's like the witch left her windows open and went off into the woods and never came back home. One more tip before you finish up. These shelves are made to self-adjust, for lack of better words, because there's no instructions with them. So if they're hanging, they will still tilt. If they're against a wall, they will level out with a slight adjustment. So what I recommend if you want to hang them is to take another piece of rope or twine, tie a knot to stabilize it, and this will prevent your display from falling backward. Here's the final product. It has a very romantic, woodsy, witchy vibe to it. It came out exactly the way I imagined it when I was walking through Dollar Tree picking items. Imagine what you could do with this inspiration. What would your piece look like? What would you do different? Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below and have a spooky Halloween.